Hi friends, my name is Aqil Ahmed, and in this particular video tutorial I will show you how to use multiple transformations in an SSIS package. This is my profile. I have 13 plus years of experience on Microsoft technologies, especially in SSIS and SQL Server. So the agenda of today's video tutorial is how to use multiple transformations in an SSIS package. So recently I got a question from one of my subscriber, Shravani Chavan, that can you do a video on one flow which includes all multiple transformations. So in this video I will be using multiple transformations. So let's jump to the demo. I have SQL Server 2019 and I have also AdventureWorks 2019 database with me. This particular database can be used to do some kind of ETL operations, or you can write your SQL queries, everything. I will be using human resources.employee table for this particular demo. It has 290 records and we will be exporting the data from SQL Server to CSV files, but we have some problem scenarios. Those we will be covering in this particular SSIS package. So there are 5 points. The first point is that add a new column label using SSIS transformations like below. So we will be adding a new column. The value of the label will be populated like if a person is hired between 2006 and 2008, then the value of the label will be senior, and if the person is hired between 2009 and 2010, then the value of the label will be intermediate, and if the person is hired between 2011 and 2013, then it will be junior. So we have a hire date in this particular database, so we will be using the hire date to calculate the value of the label. Similarly, for second field, add a new column title using SSIS transformations like below. So we have a gender column and we have marital status. So if gender is male and marital status is single, then we will assign the value master to the title field. Similarly, if gender is male and marital status is married, then we will assign the value Mr. And if gender is female and marital status is single, then we will assign the value Miss. And if gender is female and marital status is married, then we will assign Mrs. So these values we will assign to the title field. Now the third column is this quite simple, that add a new column load date using the SSIS transformation. Now the fourth requirement is make a copy of business entity ID and call this column as ID. Now the fifth requirement is insert the data into CSV file sorted on hire date. So we have a hire date. So right now the data is not sorted. So we want the data to be sorted using the SSIS transformations and load the data into a CSV file. So let's see how we can do that using the SSIS transformations. So first of all, we will be using a data flow task because the transformations can only be used in the data flow task. So just drag and drop the data flow task into the control flow window, and now double click data flow task, and the first thing that we need to use is the OLEDB source. So we can write OLEDB source. We can search in the SSIS toolbox so that we don't need to look at all the components, and in the OLEDB component we can just right click on it, edit, make a new connection to the AdventureWorks database 2019. So it seems like I already have a connection, this one already created. If you don't have a connection, then you can create it. Click OK. In the table or view, I can write SQL command. You can select the table as well, and I can use this SQL query and I can put it here, columns. Okay, so this seems good. Now our first requirement is add a new column label using SSIS transformation like below. So to add a new column, for this scenario we will be using the derived column transformation. So I can write derived here. So just drag and drop the derived column transformations. Maybe I can call this derived column as create a new column. Okay, and right click and edit it. The new column name will be label, and in the expressions what I need to do is, so just start a bracket and just drag and drop the hire date. Okay, hire date greater than equal to, if a person is hired between 2006 and 2008, then we want to put as senior for the label field. So we can write like if hire date is greater than equal to 2006 0101, because this is how the data is stored in, like year, month and date. So if the hire date is greater than equal to 2006, 1st January 2006, and hire date less than equal to 2008, 12, 31. So if this is the case, then what we want to put? We want to put the value as senior. Okay. Otherwise, we want to, right now we will put a blank. Okay. The data types DB date and WSTR are incompatible for binary operator. Okay, so this is giving an error because hire date is of date time. However, the value of we are comparing with a string, so we need to typecast the data type to string as well. So we can put TT underscore WSTR, and the length we can give maybe 20, so that's fine. Just copy this one and paste it here as well, and now it's fine. So we have written the first condition that if hire date is between 2006 and 2008, so we will put the value as senior. Okay, now our second condition is if a person is hired between 2009 and 2010, then intermediate. Okay, so we can copy this particular code from here, and then we can put two brackets and paste the code here. If this particular case is not satisfied, then it will come to the else part, and in else part we will check that if the value is between 2009 and 2010, then it will be intermediate. So 2009 and 2010, so I can put 2010 here. So if this is the case, then what we want to put? We want to put intermediate. So I can write intermediate. Okay, and now it comes the third part. So for third part we can just copy paste the same thing, and for third part what we need to write is if the value is between 2011 and 2013, then it will be junior. Go to the last, 2011 and 2013, so it will be junior. Okay, I will share this code with you so that you can use it if you want. So if this satisfies, then junior, otherwise we will put as blank. Okay, so that's the code. It's quite simple. Like, first we are checking that if the value hire date is between 2006 and 2008, then it will be senior. Otherwise we come to the second else condition, and now in the second condition we are checking if the hire date is greater than 2019 January and it is less than 31st December 2010, then it will be intermediate. Otherwise it will go to the last if else condition, and it will check if the hire date is between 2011 and 2013, then we will set the value to junior. Otherwise for all other values it will put a blank. So it's quite straightforward. So just click OK. So our first condition is done. Now it comes the second column, that add a new column title using SSIS transformations like below. So for this particular title column I will be using the script component. So in the derived column transformations I can just simply add a blank column. I will be assigning its value from the script component. So I can write dt underscore str comma length of 50 1252. Okay, so this will be of string 50. Click OK. Now let me just drag and drop the script component here. So I can write script. So I can just drag and drop the script component, and it will be of transformation type. So I can connect the derived column with the script component transformations, and in the edit, now we can click on input columns to select the columns. So if you go here and if you see, so we need to assign the value to the title based on below condition. So we are, if gender is M and marital status is S, then the value will be master. So it means that we are writing into the title column and we are reading the value from the gender column and the marital status column. So we have marital status and gender column. So we are using three columns for this particular case. Okay, so in the input columns we will be using marital status and gender. So they will be of usage type of will be read only, and the title will be read write because we will be writing the data into the title. Now go back to the script and click on edit script. So this will open the script editor where we can write our C# code. So this is the script component editor, and we will be writing our code under process input row. So add your code here. So we need to write our code here. So the first condition is if gender is M and marital status is S, then master. Okay. So how we need to write? If row dot gender equal to M and row dot marital status equal to S, then what we need to do? Then we need to assign the value row dot title equal to master and end the line with semicolon. So this is our first condition, and we can just simply copy this particular case and we can put else if this is the first condition. And now for the second condition, if row dot gender is M and the marital status is married is M, then we can write as Mr. So I can put I here. That's great. So our two conditions are done. Third condition is if gender is female and marital status is S, then Miss. Now for the third condition, we can just copy paste the second condition and we can replace the gender M with F and marital status M with S, and then we can replace the title with Miss. And for our fourth condition, we can copy paste the fourth condition, and if gender is female and marital status is married, then we can put Mrs. here. So I can simply copy this one and I can copy paste it. So these are our four conditions. You can download this particular code. I will put the code on Google Drive and I will share the link in the description of this video. So now we can just close it, click OK. So our two major requirements are done. Now the third one is add a new column load date using SSIS transformations. So I can simply copy the name of this particular load date here, and in the right column transformations I can put load date, and the value of this load date will be calculated from the get date function. Click OK. Our three conditions are done. Our fourth condition is make a copy of business entity ID and call it as IT. Okay, so we can use a copy column transformations here, and copy column transformation actually can create a copy of a transformations. So we can just click on business entity ID and we can call the new column as ID column. Okay, so this was our fourth requirement. Now the fifth requirement is insert the data into CSV file sorted on hire date. Okay, so we can use sort transformations to sort the data in the data flow task. So just drag and drop the sort transformations, and then in the sort transformations we can configure it so we can sort it based on the hire date. So just click on the hire date, so data will be sorted in the ascending order if you want. So I think that's fine. You can sort it on based on the ascending order. Click OK. So now we want to write all this data into a CSV file. So I can maybe search for flat file. So there are two options here, flat file destination. So I can use this one, and then let's connect the sort transformation with the flat file destination. Right click on the flat file destination, and then the delimited is selected, so that's okay. And you can call a flat file connection manager maybe flat file. So now in the D files location we can write the data into a CSV file. So we can create maybe employee.csv, okay? And we can just browse this file, change the file type to CSV files, open column names in the first data row. We can just click on this one, click OK. Click on mapping, so everything seems good here. All the input columns are mapped with the destination columns. Click OK. So now if you execute the SSIS package, okay, so the SSIS package has exported the data to a CSV files, all records it exported, and if you open this particular file, it will be open in an Excel. Let me just increase the length of the hire date so that you can see it. Now the first column that we added is the level column. So if you see that the data is sorted based on the hire date column, and all the records from 2006 to 2008 are called as, they are of senior type. So if you see the level column here, so till 2008 all are seniors. Okay, so 2008 ended here, and the senior also ended here, and now from 2009 to 2010 all are intermediate, and then in the last they will be juniors. Okay, so the value to this level column has been inserted correctly. Now similarly, if you check the title field, so if a person is male and the marital status is married, then it will be called as Mr. Suppose if a gender is male and the marital status is single, then it will be called as Master. Similarly, if you see, if a person is female and it is single, then it will be called as Miss. So this is also calculated correctly, and the load date is the current date time. So if you go to the format cells, if you go to the date, so just select any format. So this is today's date time, and then ID is calculated based on the business entity ID. So if you see, the first value is 28 and 17. So similarly the values are here 28 and 17. So guys, this is how you can use the multiple transformations in an SSIS package, and you can work on the requirements those were assigned to you for an SSIS package. Thank you guys for watching the video, and if you like the video, then please click the like button. Do subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and click on all so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much.